He went to his
Yeah, he
friend's
went to-
house and put some cereal. Where's your cereal? And he opens the fridge.
Yo,
Hey,
bro, you don't have
where's
cereal,
your
man?
fridge?
You don't have cereal, man?
At that
How do you
point-
live?
At that point, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house, dog. Get out. We ain't friends.
I would have called CPS, bro. ¿Qué onda, güeyes? Welcome to Los Compadres. ¿Qué hay?
Nah, pinche verga. Puto. Marica. I'm just thinking about every swear word I can think of, to be honest. Bizcocho. Alright, so serious
That
question.
just, what,
I don't
that's
know.
not a bad
Bizcocho.
word, bro. That's
The
like,
fuck?
that means it's
call
like
me,
a
you call me a cake?
Yeah,
You
cake,
you
bro,
Fruit
like
cake?
a-
You fruit cake?
yeah, like a treat almost,
I thought it was
like a candy, like a
a
piece of
vulgar
candy.
way to say vagina.
What?
What?
Oh man, this guy's not even real Puerto Rican.
What do you...
Well, no, in Puerto Rico, it's cake.
Yeah, it's always cake.
But in Mexico, I'm going to Google this because I feel like I'm right.
You're
Okay.
definitely not right, bro.
I don't think you are, bro.
I think bizcocho is...
I feel like you guys are setting me up.
We're definitely not setting you up.
Nope. Mm-mm.
You just look retarded.
You're setting yourself up, bro, for
Facts.
failure. Oh shit!
Dead ass.
Broke my mic. Broke my neck.
Cesar,
What's up?
where do you keep your peanut butter? Inside the fridge or outside the fridge?
It depends. If I've opened the peanut butter, in the fridge. If I've not opened the peanut butter, in the pantry.
Okay.
Why?
You're going to bring this up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bro,
Ooh.
I'm telling you, bro.
Ooh, I'm
you
about
keep
this.
it
Okay,
inside the
so-
peanut butter. I
In
mean,
what?
inside the
Yeah,
fridge.
I mean-
Keep it inside the
Sorry,
peanut butter?
inside the fridge.
I do that. I do that with anything, even if it says like "do not refrigerate." Well, I mean, if it says "do not refrigerate," I won't refrigerate.
What about
but
the ketchup?
same thing. Like if I've opened it in the fridge, if not in the pantry. Like anytime I've opened it, like mayo, ketchup, ranch,
Do
like
you-
anything.
Do you what about your syrup?
That I don't keep in the fridge. That stays in the pantry.
Okay, that's one that we
So-
disagree on.
The reason why that got brought up is because I asked them,
Mm-hmm.
what is harder to spread on a bun?
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter or jelly?
Peanut butter.
See, I disagree.
Why?
Jelly's significantly harder to spread.
No.
Yes.
No.
But the reason why you find it difficult is because you put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So it's cold.
Yeah.
But room temperature peanut butter, cake. Easy.
I don't believe you. I've had room temperature peanut butter, and it always rips the bread.
Nope.
Yo, I
I've
hate
never-
when that happens,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, maybe you're
Unless-
putting, maybe
unless
you're
I put
putting
it-
one too much and too much force.
There's no such thing as too much peanut butter.
Yeah, and there's also, I mean,
In one knife, yeah. Well,
No, there's not.
that also comes from the guy that spreads with a freaking spoon.
I do.
Do you
So-
spray your peanut butter with a spoon?
Actually, no, I don't. I think I
Alright,
actually
So
use
it's
butter
just
knife.
butter?
for
We're
that.
still friends.
No,
We're still
it's
friends.
Mayo.
like mayo.
Mayo they
and,
do with a spoon.
Yeah, mayo.
That
I do with a
disgusts
spoon.
But mayo makes sense because it's like
It's
smooth.
But you could just use a knife.
I know. I mean,
But the
you
knife,
still wanna use a
I'm
knife.
not cutting it, Marcos.
You
I'm
don't use-
You don't
scooping
use
it.
a butter knife?
I'm
Or-
scooping
you don't use
it.
a butter knife to cut.
You can. I use a butter knife to cut my butter. What's
yeah,
good?
because it's a butter knife.
What's
and then you
good?
also spread with the knife.
Okay, and you know what is lighter than butter? What's not as thick as butter? Mayo.
Then
I'm not
you-
cutting the mayo. I'm spreading it. Why don't they just call it a spreading knife?
When you go to Publix.
Why do they
when
call
you-
it a
when-
knife at all?
When you go to Publix
Yeah.
and you ask them, hey, can you put mayo on
Uh
this
huh.
stuff?
Yeah.
Do they grab a spoon? Or do
They-
they grab that little spatula thing?
That's not a knife.
They use a knife actually. It's not a spatula.
They don't
Oh, yeah,
use
they
it.
use
They
a
don't
knife.
use a knife.
Yeah, they
You
do
do-
use
they-
a
yeah.
knife.
They use the same
Publix
cutting
are you
knife.
guys going
They
to?
use a
They
knife.
use the
They
same
don't
cutting
use
knife.
a knife where I go.
They use a knife.
They use that big little rubber spatula
No,
thing.
they
where
use
I
a
Either
go.
way,
knife.
they don't use the spoon.
I've been to.
You don't know that.
The one in Champions
I
Gate
s-
and the one in Haines City. They both use knives.
The one over here uses that
The one in
spreading
Kissimmee
spatula.
and Harness Creek also use a knife.
You guys are wrong. Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone to Publix and had a sub in like 4 months now.
I mean, yeah, you can.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
But
I don't
no,
know.
peanut butter is
Listen,
definitely harder.
listen. If you use a spoon, it'll change your life. I promise you that.
Nah,
It-
I tried it and I hate it every time you do it. Every time you give me a spoon, I try it and I'm just like, "Where's my knife?"
I
Fuck
think
this.
I think you're just doing it out of spite. Like there's this thing in your head that's telling you. it's
No,
wrong.
man. A spoon is only for soup. And cereal.
Okay, I was about to say.
I was thinking about other foods. I was like, what's other foods that I use with a spoon?
You can eat anything with a spoon, bro. What do you mean?
Rice with a spoon.
You eat rice
is
with a spoon?
God
Nah,
tier.
just give me my knife.
I
mean, my knife.
for
Yeah,
your
oh,
fork,
yeah,
right?
okay.
Oh, yeah.
My
All right.
fork.
All right,
Sorry.
next time I have rice and beans, I'm getting Jay a knife, bro. Let's
Give
see
me my
you.
fork.
Let's see you eat it up,
Give me my
Nah, bro.
fork, bro.
bro. The grains fall through the fork. Trident.
You also
Whatever.
get more.
No, they don't.
You also get more.
This
You
guy,
use this
bro.
one.
What are you doing, bro? You spitting on the fork
You're
first
just
so
looking
that
at
it
me.
like it clumps up your.
You're just looking to hate right now, bro. Anyways, let's go back to the conversation.
That was the conversation. What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the peanut butter.
Oh,
Peanut
the peanut
butter
butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
is definitely easier than jelly because jelly it doesn't spread
It does.
itself. No, it doesn't. It's
does.
when you scoop it out,
Yeah.
it's just this ball and only like the liquidy part.
I've never had
spreads.
problems spreading.
You actually have
either.
to
Jelly.
force jelly.
You know why? It's because you don't
Spread.
keep it in your fridge. You should keep it in your fridge.
Why would I keep it in the fridge?
Your
because
jelly?
then, yeah, but dude, that's
You don't keep
kinda-
jelly in your fridge?
No,
Oh my god.
you don't have to refrigerate it. It
the
seals
jelly
back
in
up.
the fridge is like
It's
heaven
God tier,
sent.
bro.
Yeah.
Also, it's not runny. Like
Yeah,
nobody likes
exactly.
runny jelly. The jelly gets runny if you don't keep it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, it's gonna be harder to spread.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's not.
No, it's not.
Trust us. It'll change your life.
I've
will.
done both.
No, you haven't. Not the right way. Do it right.
Put jelly in
Marcos.
the refrigerator.
Look up a how-to video on YouTube and follow it. Like it's that easy.
For a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'm gonna have to do it.
You've
Well,
been
it
doing
sounds like you need help with the most basic
Well,
things, Marcos.
okay, so
You've been
here's
doing
you
it
are
wrong
not
your
living
whole
your
life.
life properly.
First of all,
Look,
you're making it seem
This
like
is coming from the guy who thought it'd be
fucking slurps
spiritual.
an egg?
Oh,
Who fucking slurps a whole over easy egg? I will never listen to you when it comes to food because you fucking slurp an egg.
God, dude. I looked, I blinked, and it was gone.
It took me. I timed it. It took me less than 3 seconds.
Yo,
I believe it.
if anyone comments and wants to see a video of Marco slurping
I'll
an egg,
post it.
I will post it on the
You
Compadres
have every right to do
Instagram.
so.
You
By the way, follow
absolutely
us
should.
on Los Compadres Instagram.
Oh yeah. Shameless plugs. We're on Apple Music. We're on Spotify. We're
Apple
on
Podcasts.
everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you can find podcasts. Literally everywhere. Just search it up, Los Compadres Podcast, and then we also have the Instagram. Follow us, Instagram.com/Los Compadres Pod. Right?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
underscore?
No.
No. It's
Okay.
just Los Compadres Pod.
But anyways, the way you eat an egg really makes me disgusted.
Okay, but besides that, you make it seem like I have an issue with doing peanut butter jelly sandwich. No, I find jelly harder than peanut butter, but I still can do it. It's not like I have a problem doing it. So I'll need a how to. Just my, I think it's.
Wait, you told me that you microwave ketchup too, right?
Do you microwave ketchup?
Who
Was it?
said
Oh no, was
that?
it syrup? Was it syrup?
Yeah, I do microwave it.
Oh,
syrup.
syrup.
the
Just to
syrup.
warm it
Syrup.
up.
Hold on. So see, that's why I don't put the syrup in the fridge because nobody wants cold syrup on
Yeah.
the pancakes.
It just makes the
So
pancake cold.
the syrup I do leave in the pantry, but I don't microwave it.
Yeah,
I've
Just a
never had
little
a
bit.
problem
just who like
with it being in the fridge.
because room temperature is good.
Yeah,
But if you just put it like 10, 15 seconds, it keeps the consistency, but it's a little warmer.
okay.
It's like when you
And I
go to
like
like
warm
restaurant.
syrup.
Well, at
Like
least
like let's say we go to First Watch and you get pancakes, the syrup is warm.
yeah, same thing with Cracker Barrel. They
Usually
give you warm
feels-
syrup.
Warm room temperature.
No, it's warm.
No, it's warm.
Is
It's warmed
it?
up.
Well, depending
Interesting.
where you go. Like if you go like
Yeah.
IHOP and Denny's, I think it's not.
I think
warm.
I think
think
they
it's room
just keep it
temperature.
outside.
Yeah, because they give it to you in that like.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when you go to
Warm
Cracker Barrel, I know it's hot. It's like hot syrup, and it actually fucking makes a difference. That should taste
Yeah,
good.
it tastes bomb.
I
That
might
shit
have
warm
to
up
try
the
that.
syrup.
All right,
Yeah.
that I don't.
But yeah, I would never microwave ketchup. That's seems
Sorry, I
gross.
couldn't remember which one it was that you did.
Yeah, no.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I don't feel like going through the actual process of warming up syrup the proper way.
So
I just
what-
microwave it.
What else do you keep in your pantry that you don't keep in your fridge?
Dressings go in the fridge.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I think
Well, so I keep the same thing. It's like ranch, same thing. I keep
Unless
it
it's a vinaigrette.
in the pantry.
Vinaigrette I keep warm. I'll keep room temperature.
in the pantry until I open it, then it goes in the fridge.
Yeah. Let's see. Fucking the God, again. Pancake mix, like the powder.
Yeah.
I put that in the fridge.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't know why.
What?
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't
You
know why.
really?
The pancake powder, like the actual, like just the flour for the pancake, not the one that comes in the carton.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make a difference.
You keep it in the fridge,
Yeah, because it's open.
taking up fridge real estate.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
What?
change anything. It literally doesn't change anything.
What? What?
You're lying, bro.
What?
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying.
I don't know. I just love Stone Cold. He's
Is
like,
it April
what?
1st? Oh, today's April 1st, isn't it? No, it's
No.
it's March
Is it today?
31st. I thought he was gonna try to pull an April
No. Why would,
Fool's prank on
I mean,
us, bro.
no, but that doesn't change anything.
Changes
It
everything.
preserves it more, if anything.
Why don't you just put it in a Ziploc bag?
It's so much work.
I don't know. I always kept it outside the fridge.
Me too. I've never put any type of flour
It
in
literally
the fridge.
doesn't change anything, though.
But
It's
it
just
takes
cold
up
flour.
fridge real estate,
Okay,
Marcos.
how small is your fridge?
Not that small, but there's a lot of stuff in there.
Okay.
It's the smallest fridge in the world.
It's one of the mini fridges.
I got one of those college and dorm fridges.
Yeah, like, what?
His fridge in Animal Crossing is bigger than his real fridge.
My parents used to keep cereal in the fridge, though.
What?
Why?
Yeah, and so I convinced them to take it out.
Yo, no offense.
So this is
Your
where
parents
this
be
all
doing some
stems
weird
from.
shit,
They
bro.
do be doing some weird shit.
They do, bro.
But no, I told him, like, no, stop. That was weird. Like, that was even weird for me. And I grew up with it.
He went to his
Yeah, he
friend's
went
house
and put some cereal
Where's
in
your
the fridge?
cereal? And he opens the fridge. Hey,
bro, you don't have
where's your
cereal, man?
fridge?
You don't have cereal, man?
At that
How
point,
do you live?
At that point, he'd be like, get the fuck out of my house, dog. Get out. We ain't friends.
I would have called CPS, bro. I would have been like,
Yeah.
Child Protective
And then
Services.
I'm like, and I looked at my parents, like, when I'm like, why? And why did you do that? He's like, why not? I'm like, no.
Damn, so your cereal is cold with your milk, too.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Wait, so where do you put your pots and pans?
In the fridge.
We have like a cabinet just for that.
Okay, you don't put them in the stove, in the oven?
We used it in the old apartment because we didn't have space.
Okay.
It was that little tray under.
Yeah.
But now we actually have the spacing for
Okay.
it.
Because
we,
my mom,
we also didn't have a pantry in the
okay.
old apartment. So
Because my mom used to put everything in the oven.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then I moved in with Charity, and we actually have we put everything in drawers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
then it
proper
goes
way
in
to
the
do
oven.
it. But
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
if you don't have space, I get it. Like we didn't. We
Yeah.
had to make the space.
No,
for
we had
the-
space.
Oh,
Yeah, we had space.
Yeah, no.
There was plenty of it.
we had to put it there to make it a makeshift pantry where the pots and pans would normally go. That's where we made our pantry because we literally didn't have a pantry.
Gotcha.
So we used that shelving in that drawer on the bottom for like everything because we didn't have anywhere else to put it.
Yeah, I remember I was younger. I was into Beyblades, and I grabbed one of my mom's like big like bowls for like flour and stuff, and I was playing Beyblades in them. And like one time I just let it rip a little bit too hard, and it cracked the bowl, and I was like, oh shit. And like I tried to hide it from her, and like I went and I threw it out one day, and then she comes inside and she's like, who the hell threw out my fucking thing? And then she looked at it, she's like, who broke it? And I was like, I don't know, it was maybe dad, and then maybe you just threw it out. And she's like, your father always throwing shit out. It's like she went in on him.
What if that would have been the divorce? Like, what if that was it?
I would have lived with it.
Like, that was the moment that your mom divorced your dad.
Bro, she went in on my dad, and I'm like, yeah, mom, yeah, this guy, I don't know what to tell you.
Damn, Russ fucked up.
Yeah, that's when I started throwing my dad under the bus for everything. It was like anything that would break, it was always him. Like,
Damn, the RX-8 broke. Fuck my dad.
fucking A man, bro.
Shit.
Pure Jason comedy right there.
Yeah,
Fucking it, man.
yeah.
I don't know what y'all speak of.
I had to do an octuple take, bro. Look at that shit 8 times to make sure I was reading it right. I was like, the funny thing was, is like the first person was like, "Did someone hack you?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, it was like, "Bro, you want to read that again?" And he's like, "Oh."
Bro, a comma saves lives.
For real,
It
bro.
really does. It really, really does.
Man, good times, good times. Oh man. But yeah. So, what do you guys got for me today?
That was it. That's all I got.
That's it. Thank you for tuning
Thank
in.
you for
another
tuning in.
episode.
Look,
Yeah.
that's all I had. I'm telling you, that's all I had.
Man, I like your hat, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate
Where'd you get it?
it. Where did I get it?
When?
Or when did I get it?
Yeah.
On my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice, bro. It's nice. I've never seen you
Wait,
wear it.
was it my birthday?
Mm-mm.
It was Christmas. Actually,
Mhm.
sorry.
He's wearing a blue Patriots hat. R.I.P. Tom Brady. He's not dead, but you know
He's
dead
not
to
with the
Boston.
Patriots.
My bad. It was Christmas. Nolan Fabi got it for me.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Yeah, yours American Eagle.
Mhm.
Not wearing a hat. Okay, so so I took a cheat day the other day from keto. It was
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
it was pretty interesting.
I can tell you took the cut day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. No, I mean you're not wrong. I feel like I've gained weight since I took the cut
I'm
day, bro.
just
I'm not even
kidding,
gonna
dude.
lie.
I'm just kidding.
But
bro.
I feel like that one hurt.
That like his face looks so sad. I was just kidding. You actually look really good, bro. I'm sorry.
Like I heard
I
it in
didn't
his
mean
voice.
to.
I was looking down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, me too. I was
but
like,
I heard it. I heard it
was
in the
like-
voice. I'm like, damn.
he covered his stomach with his arms real quick, bro. I was like, shit.
And then pull out a snuggie.
pull out a big thick sweater.
Next week he does a podcast in a big ass sweater.
We're not invited next week.
No, I'm just kidding.
Executive decisions.
You actually look good, bro. Your love handles are going away, man.
Good, bro. That's the part
I'll
I'm
miss
having
him.
the hardest part with. But no. So I took a cheat day, right? Like I like we're kind of like out of food, and I went to Walmart to like buy
Mhm.
more stuff, and like bro, it was crazy. Like there was nothing there, like nothing at all. Like I couldn't find any eggs. I couldn't find any like sausage or bacon.
I got your sausage.
Mm-hmm. I saw it coming.
Couldn't find any like I couldn't find anything, right? And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna need a cheat day. And like I Cherry and I are talking about it, and I look it up, and it's like, all right, if you do just one day, like it's not gonna mess you up too bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and like we ordered a pizza from this place called Palace Pizza in downtown Lakeland, right? So I get a bag of Cheetos, like the big one, like the big fucking bag of Cheetos.
The
And
hot spicy.
Yeah, the hot Cheetos. And I get this pizza, and then I get some wings, right? I get like 10 wings.
That's the most on-keto thing I've heard.
Yeah. And
Was
and
a cheat day.
yeah, it was a cheat day. And I ate, dude, I ate that whole fucking pizza, bro. All of it. It's a big, like, 18-inch pizza.
How did you feel during it?
I mean, like, honestly, once I took that first bite, like, I was like, damn, I missed this. And then, like, as I got to, like, the third slice, started to hate myself. And then I was like, I took a break. But I ate 6 out of the 8 slices because I gave the other 2 to Zeke. And then I ate, like, half the bag of Cheetos, and I gave the rest to Zeke, and I ate, like, half the wings. And I gave the rest to Zeke.
Man, where Charity at, bro? What's she eat?
She got her own pizza, bro, and her own chips and her own shit. Like,
okay, my bad.
like she doesn't like.
Cherry's in the car like, I get some food.
It's like
She's like, no.
bear food.
It's my cheat day.
No, but it fucked me up, bro. I was like, I felt so sick the rest of the day.
Wait,
dude.
imagine.
But doesn't that cheese fuck you up?
No, so I don't know
Oh.
what it is, bro. Ever since I started keto, like I'm not lactose intolerant anymore. Like,
You heard it here first.
yeah,
Cure
dude,
to lactose intolerance. is
Just start
keto.
keto.
There you go. Medically proven by Cesar.
dude, like for real, like I eat probably a pound of cheese a week.
Well, you just ate a stick
Oh,
of
that's
cheese
true.
just
Yeah,
now.
cheese
Just
stick,
stick
yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, I eat
A
like
cheese dick.
a pound of cheese a week, bro. And
You thought I was gonna notice, huh? Very subtle, but not enough.
I know.
I'm gonna
cheese
have to boost that audio 300 times.
Mute both of your
Yeah,
audios.
that's all you're gonna hear is Jay say
Cheese
cheese dick.
In silence.
No, but yeah, dude, like I mean, it fucked me up. Like when I had that pizza, it did.
Yo, yeah, but
So I think it's like a combination of like things that
Yeah.
that fucks up my stomach. But yeah, it was good as fuck. Can't wait till my next one.
is that all you ate though that day?
Yeah.
So how are you doing it? You doing it like every 4 months or so?
I've been on it since like I think I started the first week of February. So
Okay.
it's been 2 months. So it's about every 2 months.
Every
No,
2
it was
months, yeah.
last week of January was when I started it.
So every 3.
Yeah,
Just about.
No, just every 2 because
Every
it's still
2.
it's been 2 because it took in the last week of March.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
every 2 months. But I don't know. Like the only reason I did it is because like I didn't have anything.
Yeah,
that I
like
could
there was
eat.
no
I was kind of like pushed
to
into
do
it.
it.
So I think like I don't know. I might not do it for the next 4 months because I did feel like I did feel different. Like the next day, like I felt really sluggish. I didn't want to do anything. Like I didn't feel really motivated to do anything. You know, I think it's like a mental part to it too as
Yeah.
well.
Could be.
Like I just thought like I was like, damn, I ate all that food, and it's like nah. It kind of like affirmed like an excuse in my head as to why I didn't have to do shit.
Yeah.
You know, type of
Mhm.
situation. But
But those are carbs wear you out. So
yeah,
if you haven't had carbs in so long, I can imagine that like the mental part
Yeah.
of the carbs when you do
Mhm.
get them.
yeah.
But what's your progress so far? Since last time
25 pounds still, I think.
and last time we talked, it was
Yeah,
15.
I think I'm starting to plateau because the gym is closed.
Why don't you just do outside activities?
I do. I wash my car, I mow the lawn.
Why don't you like walk or run outside?
I mean, I can imagine running
No,
up
I
this
mean,
hill right here has
well,
to be hell.
I don't really like to run. Nobody
Oh,
likes
okay.
to run, but
I like
do.
to
I
run.
do.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
even like
I-
15 minutes of it, you'll be good, bro. Or even not running, just like even maybe like
Do it-
push-ups,
Do one sprint up the
Something.
hill, you'll feel it.
probably.
like-
That hill is steep.
Yeah, it is.
push-ups, or some type of like P90X type workouts, like lunges type shit or whatever.
Yeah, I should. Honestly, it's just because it's like, I don't
Honestly,
really.
just like 20-30 minutes of that and you're
Yeah.
gonna be fine, bro.
I don't really like working out. Like the thing I was doing before at the gym was like I was swimming all the time,
Yeah,
and like that was fun and entertaining.
yeah.
You know, and it's like actually like working out, like getting stuff. Like I bought that Ring Fit adventure game,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun the first time I played it. I just haven't like really turned it back on
Yeah, no.
since then. You know, but
Get
I
with
think I
Nate.
will.
Message Nate. He does workout routines for people.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he
he
does.
does that.
Yeah, he
CrossFit
put
thing,
John
right?
to work and his ass was feeling it for like 3 days. Now.
And it was something so simple. Well, at least it sounds simple.
Yeah.
Which
But-
John?
The manager, John.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 10 push-ups,
Yeah.
then 10 sit-ups,
Mm-hmm.
then 10 chair,
Yeah.
whatever they're called.
Dips.
Dips, and then he had to do that 4 times. And
Yeah.
so all 3, then repeat 4 times.
Yeah, like with minimum breaks in between
Yeah, like
and
yeah.
stuff. And John was like feeling it. He said he felt good and everything. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro, like just like simple stuff.
I
Yeah,
might
like
message him.
like
Just
15,
mess-
20 minutes.
He'll
you know,
ask you
you'll
like,
be lit.
what are you looking for?
Mm-hmm.
And if you just just need something to keep you active, just to replace the swimming, he'll find something for you.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
Like,
he's been doing a
he'll-
lot of program
yeah.
stuff lately.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hit him up on the IG.
Yeah.
I will. Let's see what he says. See what he
I'm
says.
sure you still have his number.
That man is swole as fuck. bro.
Probably do. I believe it.
Man,
Yeah.
like a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
fucking wall, bro.
We
I
did a
believe
carry
it.
out the other day for a refrigerator, and that man barely needed help.
Dude, I'm saying, bro. Like me and Marcos are just looking at him like, why are we here? That man just picked it up himself.
I was just there to make sure he doesn't like tip it over on the other side.
And then from the fucking floor to the floorboard of the truck, that man
Yeah.
just jumped on it.
One
Like
jump.
he just one hop
Yeah.
on the
Jeez,
truck. I was
bro.
like, okay, you got ups.
All right.
I see you. I'm over here like, I'm not gonna get up because I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna tip the truck over.
I could probably do one jump if Jay stands on the truck first.
Get that lower. I mean, it wasn't like an F-150 or anything, but it was still kind of.
It was still kinda
I mean,
high, though.
all
It was
trucks,
like- it
all
was
trucks are
definitely, like-
still like you know
like
like
knee
Knee
level.
high,
Yeah.
a little bit above knee level,
Yeah.
and he got that shit.
Well,
over.
for you, knee level's not that high.
Exactly.
Damn, this is Jay Burn Jay podcast today.
Hey, I usually get the other end of this. So.
Oh man, but
You know the other end?
Stop.
I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, no, that man's full, bro.
I've seen it like all this stuff, like all his workouts and stuff. I'm just like, damn, bro, it's crazy.
That's how you trying to be.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I
Nah,
think he's
bro.
trying to be thick boy Cesar, but just fit thick boy Cesar.
I'm
Fit,
just
thick boy Cesar.
I'm just trying to get back to like a large, bro.
Back to a large.
Yeah, right now, like this jersey is XL. You know,
Nice.
it's not too bad, but yeah, I'm trying to get back down to like a large. You know,
Nice, nice.
But
You know what my mom did for motivation?
what'd your mom do?
She started buying clothing
Mm-hmm.
of the size that she wanted to get. So she stopped buying
really?
clothing of the size that she is,
Yeah.
and she started buying like she wanted to be a medium. So
Yeah.
she's all from when she decided to work out to that point, she only bought medium clothing.
Yeah.
And
Well-
until she got there.
Well, the whole thing that started
Yeah.
me on like the kick was like,
Charity.
well, no, she didn't say anything. The whole thing started me on the kick was I got I think it's like $100 gift card to
Mhm.
American Eagle,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking at the clothes, and American Eagle does this thing now where they have their models, like they have like the small size models and they have their plus size models too on the whole thing.
You were a plus size model?
No, I'm not me, but they have
he was
their
a model.
plus. They actually like if you look at like the clothes.
That's what I'm
fittings,
saying. Like you went to the plus size?
Yeah, I went to the plus size thing,
Oh.
and I was like, "Oh, this is like nice," and I see like how it looks on the dude, but like my body type is weird, where like I honestly,
no legs, no ass, but big ass shoulders and chest. Yeah.
I got ass, bro. What you mean, dog?
That was a lot.
Yeah, for real, I got legs too, yo. This is what,
Damn.
damn,
Bro,
bro.
like roasting Jason, but Jason's going for blood. Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding. I just made you top heavy. That's all I did.
He did. He said you look like a slice of pizza.
Oh my god, bro.
I just made you top heavy. That's
so
all
we
I
can
said.
balance it on your neck.
For real, right?
Like-
Damn.
Anyways, go ahead.
No, but like the plus size models that they use, like are not like my body type.
Mhm.
Still, like they're like it's like I've never like really had like a gut.
Yeah.
Like not anything that like sticks like super far out.
Like
a
mine?
gut.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go for me.
You
there.
said
No,
it.
no.
You said it.
I'm like, never mind. You do have the Squidward gut, though.
Yeah. I'm working on it though.
Okay.
He's working on it. Yeah. Yeah, but I've never had like a gut, and like the models on there like kind of like they were like little like chunkier dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, it's like when I tried things on, I was just like, man, like this doesn't like feel good. Like it doesn't really look like it looks like on the model. It's like I
Mhm.
think it's just my awkward like body shape right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck it, like I want to buy clothes,
Yeah.
and it's like, so I'm just gonna try to lose the weight. And then I started keto, and that's like I'm just waiting down to get to like a large, and then I'll just go back and buy the shit that I want to buy.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah. But
I'm gonna try to be a plus size model.
yeah, you
Yeah.
should, bro. You could pull it off.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you need to be model material first.
What you mean, bro?
This is plus size material.
Well,
He is
plus
model.
size, yes, but model, no.
That's what I
What-
said. I'm
yeah,
gonna be
he
a plus
is.
size
What you
model.
mean?
I don't know, man.
What do you got to do to be a plus size model? You just gotta be plus size, bro.
I am plus size.
Yeah.
I'm plus size.
And attractive.
Bro, Jay's hot,
No,
bro. I don't know what
bro.
you're talking about.
Hey man.
Jay's hot.
Shit.
All right. Look at
That's
that
true.
skin tone, bro.
That's
That
true.
shit would be considered royalty back in the
I'm honestly,
1600s.
I'm honestly surprised that you didn't get burned.
Oh, I don't know either. I don't know how I didn't get burned.
Like you usually get burned.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the past like 4 shifts I've been inside a lot.
That's also true.
Like I'll run, but like I've been inside.
It's just not enough too.
Yeah. I
Not like
don't,
Miguel.
I don't stay outside no more. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I stay
Miguel-
between the doors, just waiting.
Miguel, one of the guys who was directing traffic,
Yeah.
like the last day that I worked on Saturday,
Yeah.
he took off his sock
Yeah.
and it was like 2 different tones. Like he
Damn.
was basically black on the leg and white on the foot.
Jeez,
It was
bro.
insane because all he's been doing is sitting outside
Yeah.
waiting for cars to come in.
Yeah. Dude, that vitamin D so good for you though.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, no. I ain't getting burned though. Fuck that shit.
Do you burn easily?
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit sucks. The first
Really?
day I burned, I was like, all right, I learned my lesson.
Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't burn that easily.
Yeah, because you're a little darker than me.
Yeah, I'm a little darker. I get really dark really quick though. Like
You
I'd be
Yo,
outside.
when you went to construction, bro, oh my god, this man was so dark.
I'd be outside for like a day, and I'll be like super dark
Really?
for like the next 4 or 5 days. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 2 days to actually get some color
Yeah.
for me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Fuck
But
that.
after the last time I burned, I don't play around with it.
No.
No.
Oh, when you had that like
That itch?
that itch.
Yeah. No,
Oh
I'm good.
man. That's
I
Just
don't
takes
want to
one
go through that ever
sunburn,
again.
bro.
I
Just
don't.
takes
I
one
honestly,
sunburn.
I don't wish upon anybody. It's pure agony.
I believe it. Damn.
Too much vitamin D, bro.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking I'll let a punchline come through there.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
So, was you guys were talking about before we start all this, the like the Trump numbers and like the severity of it and shit like that?
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think about that? Did y'all see that post where someone posted something like a poll saying that like I think it was like 60-something% of people were liking how
It was lower. It was like 50, middle 50s.
like we're saying that Trump was handling
Like the
it
approval
well.
rating.
Yeah, his approval rating for like the situation
Yeah.
was well, but then it turns out they only polled 1,000 people
Yeah.
in like
So
one area.
That's
Yeah.
how the polls work.
It's just
Yeah,
misleading.
that's how most polls are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
They're-
why like, a lot of people don't really look at polls. They don't look at
Yeah.
like those
Yeah.
statistics.
I
you know?
mean, I don't know. From everyone I talked to so far, everyone's kind of like disappointed in the way he's handled it.
right.
So I don't really believe that most Americans think he's handled it well.
Well, he's not.
I don't think he is.
So-
Yeah. If you look back, like if someone looks back into the history of it, like back in this time, and be like, how did the president handle it? I think they definitely say like it was not handled right. Like it was handled poorly. And not just even speaking of like the fact that I don't like him, just like facts. If you look at the facts,
Yeah. We
Right.
have
He could've-
countries that are
he could have
significantly
prevented
less.
a lot,
Yeah.
but he didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
don't-
have you guys seen that it's like a GIF that shows like by date it shows like how many cases there are,
Mhm.
and then it's like China's like all the way up here and the US starts at like number 9, and then
Mhm.
it just like skyrockets
Yep.
until it passes
Yeah.
China.
I mean, I don't believe China numbers either,
No, me either.
because it's just insane how every country is like getting affected like crazy,
Yep.
and their
Mhm.
numbers are just steady.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't believe it. Like I don't believe that they self quarantine that well.
No, because I mean, when it was in Wuhan, like literally like 24 hours later, it was all over China.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was like it was part of their hub, like
Yeah.
their travel hub,
Yeah.
and then they were told it's like, hey, you need to like stop travel, you need to like
Yeah.
ban
And
travel,
it took 'em a little
and it
bit.
took them a long time to do
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah, I don't believe the numbers, but yeah, no, it's definitely getting bad, and it's just crazy because we're still as limited testing right now,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
it's not as accurate
Yeah.
either way.
And
It could
we
be a
average
lot
7
worse.
days.
I mean, the other thing that like why the numbers for China don't necessarily add up is also because you have a lot of these smaller towns
Mhm.
that don't necessarily have like technology to like
Mhm.
report those numbers or anything to see the case. It's like you have a lot of probably citizens that are unaccounted for that
Yeah.
were born there but are born, you know, along the mountain range or
Yeah.
or like along some other places that's hard to access
Mhm.
that like they don't really keep track of anything. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of record for it, you know.
But I mean, the reason why they wouldn't, and it not necessarily is a bad thing that they're not reporting it, is because a lot of those places, they won't ever make contact with people outside of where they're at.
Well, I mean, yes and no, but you have to remember that those places news travels more slowly. I mean, that doesn't mean that people there aren't traveling.
Well, no, yeah. But I'm saying like a lot of like countryside, like farmland, like those people only make contact with people within those farmlands.
That's
The
true.
problem is when they export
Right.
whatever they're producing, that's where the issue lies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But back to the Trump thing, he's handling it poorly, man. He really is, and
Yeah.
the way he's like bashing on reporters for just asking a simple question of it's like it's not even like disrespectful to him or anything. It's just like
Mhm.
a simple like hard question,
Right.
which you can still answer in a good way or
Mhm.
find a way to answer it properly. And he's just bashing them and like
Yeah.
acting like a little kid, you know. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's really sad to see, bro. Like I'm just like I don't like the guy, but at the same time, like I was watching John Oliver, like at the same time, like if he did good, like bet, like I would praise him and be like, yo, at least he like handled this well. At least he came up and this you know,
Right.
give props where props is due, but
Mm-hmm.
can't even do that, bro. I'm just like,
Mhm.
damn, still disappointed again.
No.
Like
Yeah.
What frustrates me is that
trying to give you some props, bro, but can't.
it's not like he doesn't have the resources. He has the staff. He has the advisors. Like a president doesn't go into a presidency without any help. Like it's not a one-man job, really. It may seem like a one-man job, but that man, like the presidents, they have advisory after advisory after advisory. Like the advisors have advisors. So like, it's not like he doesn't know. The problem is that he just doesn't want to do anything. He wants to make it seem like we're not going through anything.
Yeah.
And that's where the issue is. That's where the game is very dangerous, because once you put pride over safety, the whole thing the shit hits a fan.
Yeah.
quick, and that's what he's doing right now. He's playing politics in a time of crisis.
Mm-hmm.
He's more worried about his poll numbers and the campaign
And his
than
re-election.
what's going on right now.
Right.
It's
in
all
the
about
country.
him.
It's all about him.
Like when the reporter asked him, like, "Oh, like why do you want like this to be out, or why do you want to go back to everything being quick and this and that, whatever, like back to before Easter, or whatever?" And he was just like, "Oh, because like people would would like to see me fail and would like to like see me do bad in the polls and try to beat me and things like that." And it's like, bro, it's just not about you, bro.
Yeah.
It's not about your polls. No one's thinking about your damn polls. No one's thinking about November right now, bro. Like, we're all just thinking about at least making it to November. At least us being out of the house, of back to being a normal America in November. Like, no one gives a fuck about November right now. Like,
And if he's actually that concerned about
Jesus,
like
bro.
his reelection, if he puts the country under proper lockdown and he does everything right, people will vote for him because he actually handled it right.
yeah.
That's what a president does, is handles this situation in a rightful manner. But if anything, all he's doing is hurting his campaign
Yeah.
by doing what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And when I remember the reporter asked him, like, from NBC, he asked him, why, like, what should we tell people that are concerned and stuff like that? And he immediately shut him down. It's like, you're a bad reporter. You should get fired. Like, you shouldn't be allowed in here anymore. Like, how does that one thing have to do with the other? He's literally asking why, like, what do we tell people that are concerned? And he bashed him
It's
to
just a
the
simple
ground.
question, bro.
Like,
It's not even a hardball question. It's such a simple question.
it's a question that any reporter would ask in a normal basis of something like this. And it's just, it's insane.
In all realms, like if you're a coach and your team's doing bad, and like they're like, what are the reports gonna be like? Oh, you guys did bad. Like, what are you gonna tell your players to come out the next game and do well?
Yeah.
It's not that hard of a question. It's the same question. It's not that hard of
Yep.
a question to answer. Like, oh, tell them to remain calm. We got this. Whatever the case may be. But you don't have to like just bash and be like, you're a bad
Yeah.
reporter. Like, come on,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
It's you're fear mongering. Bro, it's not even fear mongering. It's asking you a question so you can relay that message. He's giving you the opportunity to like relay a positive message to
Yeah.
calm down your citizens, and you're just like over here taking it the other way. And it's like, bro, come on, dog. It's just I don't know. It's
crazy,
just shit like that.
man.
I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
Another day, like the whole my ratings are higher than Monday Night Football and the Bachelor type thing, something
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, why are you even looking about
cares?
that?
Who cares? Like,
Who
yeah, why
cares?
are you looking
Why
at
are you
that?
looking about that? Why even bring it up? That shit doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Like, this is just the shit he does, man. It's just,
And then
makes me so mad.
a lot of people don't realize this, that he does know, like, in my personal opinion, he knows the severity of all of this. And the reason why I know this is because by him activating National Guard and militarizing the National Guard, not for us, just to be ready in country, says a lot. Because if history taught us anything, it's when a nation or a country or a government is in shambles, it's prime for a takeover. It's prime for an invasion. It's happened before in history, and it will keep happening still. So the National Guard is not really doing anything other right now than aid. Right? They're not on the streets, but they're based. They're militarized. They have tanks. They're ready. But you don't fight a virus with a tank, right?
Nope.
So why are they being militarized? Because in the case that if we hit the ground, we are ready for war, essentially, if another country steps in. So he knows. Like, him doing all this, militarizing a national emergency to activate the National Guard and stuff like that, to the point that he's doing it still, it's not because of us. It's because he's afraid that we might get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem, is that he knows. Like, he's doing the things to prevent something that might happen. So why not just prevent it from happening in the first place?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. No, I get you. That's just crazy, man. Like you said, like the man only thinks about the things that like affect him in the way, and it's like you're supposed to serve your country and your people, but really you're just trying to serve yourself.
Bro, even the whole thing about like the Democratic governors that speak bad about him,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, Pence, call them last, or don't even call them,
Yeah.
or something like that." It was like around that line, and it's like, bro, that's not the message, man. That's not the message at all. Like, even if you guys don't agree, or just like whatever the case may be, disagree, like there's still serving those people. There's people in those states, and those
Yep.
governors need message.
Yeah.
Like they need to hear, like every briefing that they can
Exactly.
from Pence or whatever the case may be. Like that's you don't say that, bro.
Mhm.
Especially on live TV.
Mhm.
Like maybe if you see that like behind closed doors or whatever the case may be, whatever.
Well, no.
And even
just
that's even
don't
that's still
say
wrong.
it. Like,
Don't even say it at
yeah.
all. But like you just I don't know, that message in general is just terrible,
Bro.
Like,
But the crazy thing is, like, it shows you, man. Like, it shows you, like. So the thing is, right? Like last election, he had a lot of silent voters. Like a lot of people who weren't necessarily like gonna poll for
Mhm.
him. They weren't gonna say they were voting for him, but in their mind, they knew they were gonna vote for him because, yeah, like he was saying some outrageous shit and shit kept coming up, but he actually had good ideas. But then he takes office, he doesn't implement those ideas, and then on the contrary, he turns it from, you know, politics to like a reality TV show, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is. It's like every time he gets on the mic, he's like you said, he's working for himself.
Yep.
He's not working for the people. And he's not implementing his ideas that he said that, you know, like got him elected or anything. So now when people aren't so silent anymore, where you see like all the people who were like, who voted for Trump and they said that they're going to vote for him again and things like that, like he's losing a lot of like his majority. But there's also, on the other side of that, there's also people who are extremely right-wing that just hate Democrats and will never vote for a Democrat. They don't care who the Republican Party is. They're just never going to vote Democrat. It doesn't matter if they have the best interests in mind or anything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, it's all opinion. It's based off of what you believe, what you think, things like that. But like at the same time, like it's still the way that he's doing things is not right.
Yeah.
You know, like he's failed us in a time of crisis.
Yeah.
You know, like crisis.
The time that we needed him the most.
That
Exactly.
whole right wing, left wing extreme mentality, like it is obviously all an opinion, but it's still a wrong opinion.
It is. You
There's
should
no-
never be
There's no reason to take that pride
exactly
and not like use your mind to like
Your
actually vote for the
intelligence.
best
Your-
candidate that you can think
Mhm.
of.
Yep.
Just because they're from a certain party, whatever the case may be, and that's for anything, not just a president, like for governor or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Like you should always try to the best interest for like everyone, and not just
Mhm.
because you're fucking one's red and one's blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
That should
Yeah.
never
I mean,
matter.
We talked about it before where I
That's
said it's
retarded.
like the best thing to do is to, you know, like challenge your own beliefs.
Mhm.
Get both sides of it.
Yeah.
There's some really, really educated people like online and around you even who like won't bash your party as they talk to you about your party and won't bash their party as they talk to you, but they'll give you the facts on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like because there's people you straight up you'll go up to and ask and be like, oh, so like, you know, like what are the Republicans doing? And then immediately they'll turn around and be like, well, the Democrats want socialism, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
this and that. It's like, no, how would you feel having to pay 90% of your paycheck to be just because these and it's like, on the contrary, you'll have people that you talk to and it's like, well, you know, like how do you feel about the Republican Party? And they'll tell you, it's like, you know, I think the Republicans are doing this and that's good, and the Democrats are doing this and that's good, but they're both trying to do this and that's bad type of situation.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like you have to be able to like not be so firm on like your party
Mhm.
and be able to switch to whatever side has your best interest in mind.
Mhm.
That it's like that's what politics is. That's why they do these debates. That's why they do all the talking and stuff. Like they
Mhm.
don't do these debates just to reinforce your ideas.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, they do these debates to try to get new voters along, to try to get people to switch sides. And it's like if no one is doing that, if everybody's so ingrained in their, you know, left or right side, like what's the point of having these debates?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why are we spending these billions of dollars
So I don't think.
and funding these candidates if if it's not a debate?
Mhm.
It's just mudslinging.
I think a party system is wrong,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
The problem is the party system now has looked like a religion. It's followed like a religion,
Yeah.
and that's where it becomes dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you get radicalism. That's where you get, unfortunately, in some cases, domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. People create this fond hatred for the opposing party that they will do anything to stop it. So it's a very dangerous game we're in right now, and it couldn't be any worse because of the pandemic.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
It shows out the flaws
Yep.
of the country,
yeah,
Like-
from both sides.
from everything, like from government to our healthcare system
Yep.
to everything. It's just like the flaws are just coming out like
So-
crazy.
Yeah. So who won the primaries?
It's
It's still they're still voting.
They're still voting, but it's almost guaranteed that Joe Biden will win.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to the DNC, the convention.
Yeah.
The reason why you can't clinch a Democratic or even a presidential race is because of what the Electoral College. The Electoral College, at the end of the day, all the guarantees you to some, like, if you win Florida, you win delegates, right? And those delegates are pledging to vote for you, but that pledge can't be broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with the presidency. The presidency, like the president, when that electoral college vote, people can deny that pledge that their state won, and vote against.
Yeah, that's why when you elect your delegates, you have to elect the person who you think will have your best interest in mind.
Exactly.
I also think the delegate system should, or the electoral college.
Well, yeah, I don't agree with any of it. I agree that popular vote should win. That's my opinion.
Same.
But in the DNC, in the RNC, the Republican National Convention, the Democratic National Convention, it's been done a lot more than the presidency one, where delegates go rogue, and they vote against their state or their or their caucus's votes. So there is still a possibility, because the margin is still not that big to the point where these rogue delegates can't make a difference for Bernie to win. It's as unlikely, but can it happen? As well. So it's gonna be we're really gonna have to wait, especially if Bernie merges that line more and closes the gap. There is a possibility.
So, who is the best Democratic delegate right now?
Delegate? What do you
mean? Or candidate?
Candidate, sorry, yeah.
And that's, I mean, again,
this is opinion.
Personal, but in my opinion, I think Bernie Sanders is the only man right now in either party, including the Democratic Party, to be of proper state of mind, to be an actual president, an actual politician.
Why is that?
I think that Biden, yes, he was vice president, but I if he wins like the primary, I will vote for him because he's not Trump. But I rather not vote for either of them, Trump or Biden.
Why?
Biden's he's a face. When you're vice president, vice presidency is nothing but a symbolic position that only really holds power if the president dies or resigns. So it's really you just waiting for the president to die. That's really your only job. It's to wait and be informed of everything the president is doing, because that way when the president dies or resigns, you can keep up with what he had. So Biden, in my opinion, he's not mentally stable to become president, because he's like Trump. Very, very aggressive, it's all about me. Like the other day, he was asked about the Second Amendment, and he literally, like, told a union worker, literally a construction worker, asking that question, that he was wrong and he doesn't know anything. He's very naive. And he was very aggressive about it, and reminded me a lot about Trump. So I think Bernie is the only one that actually cares about the general public and cares more about the lower class and the upper class, which is, I think, what a president or any politician should do, because the upper class, they can fend for themselves. They have the money, they have the resources. Politicians are really there to help out and represent those that don't have a voice, because the people with money and the power and the platform, they have a voice. Like, if you tell me that Kim Kardashian doesn't go on Twitter and says something, people won't listen. People won't know what she's saying. But you go on Twitter and you tweet something, who's going to listen to you? Your 15 friends that are active on your social media, maybe the other however amount of followers you have that don't actually are active, but they might read the tweet.
Right.
You know? Like, there's no representation there. So I don't know. I feel like Bernie is the only candidate right now that can actually be president.
What about,
my opinion.
So you talked about, character and stuff, but you didn't talk about issues.
Issues? I mean, yeah.
So give me a second. So, like, I think that's what this whole, like, ever since, Trump started running, like, that's what everybody's attention has shifted to. Like, now I feel like a lot of people are taking character in such high regard that like the issues are almost coming second.
Yeah, I mean, and I get it, and I understand like why. Not saying that that necessarily is right, but when Trump came into the play, we came from a time where we had 2 terms of Obama, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Obama ran against John McCain for his first term,
Yeah.
and that was the most ethical race I've seen, that I was like able to like understand what's going on.
That was
And-
a really good one. That
yeah.
one could have gone both ways.
Either
Both
way.
candidates were
Very
very,
good.
good.
And I remember the thing that I will always admire about John McCain was his ability to not bash the opponent.
Yeah.
And I remember the time that this older white lady asked him, should we fear Obama because he's a terrorist and a Muslim? And immediately John McCain cut her off and grabbed the mic and was like, no, he's a family man that we both disagree on stuff, but he is a very nice person, and you know, he's nothing like that you said. Then we go to Mitt Romney Obama, and Mitt Romney Obama was a little bit more chaotic, but either way, it was still politics.
It was good.
It was
Again,
more about
could have gone either way.
It was could have gone more another way, and that one was more about financial
Mm-hmm.
than politics. It was
Right.
more about how Mitt Romney thought that Obama was doing wrong financially, and how Obama said that Mitt Romney didn't know enough.
So the reason that was because, I mean, in '08 we had the housing market crash.
Yeah.
And then we had another crash in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the housing market again.
It
might have been Wall Street.
it was one of the two. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was kind of rough.
Yeah.
But that
But-
happened before he got into office, didn't it?
No, that was
No,
that,
08
that-
was his first term,
08 was his first term.
and 11 was his
And,
second.
well, no, 11
was about to be his second term.
yeah.
Wait, okay.
But he did get reelected because
But but the wait one.
Well, no, it wasn't his first term. He was elected that year.
he was elected. That
Yes.
was his first year in office. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
but
it wasn't
the 08
necessarily.
crash happened like before he
it
got
happened
into
before,
office.
because he was elected away. You don't take
Mm.
office until 09.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like when he got into this like in office,
the
the
11
country
one,
was already
yeah.
like in shit because
Yeah.
of Bush and all that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The 11 recession was
That
the one
was
we
because
were-
of
Yeah,
So
so
I just
we
want to
gotta look
clarify
at.
that
Yeah,
out
yeah,
before
yeah.
we
Gotcha,
say that
gotcha.
both
Yeah,
ways.
yeah. He took office in 09/11, and then he killed Bin Laden
Yep.
in 12,
Yeah, right. It was right before the election.
right
Same
before the
year.
election,
Same year's election.
and that really helped him a lot. But either way, like, I mean, not even looking at that, just looking at like how the election was. Like you said, it was a little bit more chaotic. But either way, like, you could have voted Republican or Democrat in those elections, and you would have voted on the issues, not on the person.
Exactly. And then we get Trump
Mm-hmm.
after.
But just to clarify, when he left office, Obama left financial status really
Yeah.
well.
For sure.
Buyer confidence was significantly high. People, like the market was really good. Everything, yeah. No, he did. He turned it around. He let people make money.
He
in
got
ways
into a
that-
shit ass country and turned it around completely.
Yeah, he did. And in a span of 8 years.
Years.
Mm-hmm.
Lowest unemployment ever got
Yep.
in recent time. But then the problem is that it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, right? Like, you have to admit that Obama's job in office was probably one of the best we've seen in recent history.
Right.
But we didn't get enough. Like,
Right.
not enough. We didn't see everything that he promised, and that's where I can see your disagreements,
Mhm.
right? Like, if you're Republican or if you're a Democrat, you can probably disagree with it. The problem is when we get Trump. Trump goes for morale. Trump goes for the shit talking, the I'm better than you. I'm a billionaire. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever I want, and nobody can tell me otherwise. And that sparked something in people, and that's how he won. He won because he knew how to get to certain demographics that weren't voting. And that was by being the perfect shit-talking president, kind of like Reagan, but that it was also a quote-unquote Christian. And that's how you spark up those quiet Republicans. So now we're in this time frame where we judge more on morale and character because of that than we judge on politics itself. Our president is now looked at as a joke, and people don't want that to be how it is. It's bad when every country in the world doesn't like your president. You know, like, you can have disagreements. Like, I don't like the new Prime Minister of the UK, Boris Johnson, but I don't like. I
He's
don't
not a
despise
meme.
him.
You don't think
Exactly,
he's a
he's not a
joke?
meme. He does have like moments, and yeah, I get it, but he's not to the point where Trump is at, where Trump can literally go to any country and people don't want him there.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the UK recently, and people protested that. Like, and so that's why people are now voting more on character than politics, because people want the presidency to become a respectful office, not a joke that seems like a shit show.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people are concerned more about character than politics right now, because
Yeah.
they want that president to be actually a president.
I mean, that's what happens when you let a reality TV star into your fucking office.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
And you have no one else to blame than by the people that voted for him.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think you have a right to be mad, is you voted for him. And that's your problem. You brought that into it.
Yep.
There should be no reason why someone that has been in reality TV and stuff like that should be in office. And there's and I know it's like the whole business thing and this and that, but that to me is such a bullshit excuse to vote for him. Like, you can see over the history of time that he has shitty ass fraudulent businesses, and he didn't start it from himself. Like, he got that money from like his rich ass parents and grandparents. Like, that's a family money. That's not his money that he started from.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, are immigrants.
Yeah, and
like
he went.
So
he
this
went
whole
bankrupt
thing
a
of
lot
he's
of
like,
times.
oh, I'm fucking a businessman. This shit like that is not a fucking businessman.
But not a successful businessman.
Exactly. Like, dude, you got played. You got fucking played. And that's why The Office is a joke to many people, and especially outside the country. And like, yeah, like I would love to see it back to the way where it's like a John McCain versus Obama. Like, I would love that.
Mitt Romney.
Like, I would love it to go back to like serious ass candidates, serious politicians that have been.
Fucking George Bush will be better than this at this point.
Like,
Bush versus Kennedy.
Like, it was bad. Like, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
it's just a joke, bro. He's just a joke. Like, he's not a politician. Like, he's not. He doesn't have the best interest for the people.
One
Like,
thing that I'll add on to what Jason said is that, yes, we have to blame the people that voted for him. But we also have to blame the people that didn't want him and didn't vote.
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
those people have equal responsibility in all of this.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like, if you voted, you have a right to complain. Doesn't matter who you voted
Mhm.
for. But if you didn't vote, you have no right to complain.
You
And
have
it's
to
like,
suck it up and wait for the next
You're
election.
part of the problem. Like, because you didn't vote, it technically counts as you voted for
But
him
technically
because he won.
speaking,
'Cause
he
he
won the popular vote. I mean,
No,
Hillary
he
won.
lost, yeah.
Hillary won the popular vote.
But if the people in those in the electoral college states that really matter, like Florida, California, New York, if people didn't came out and voted against him, how a lot of people said they were, and a lot of people didn't, and a lot of those people voted against Trump, that Hillary would have won those electoral college votes, meaning that she also would have won the electoral college, getting her to win.
I completely get that.
So I get that the popular election and stuff like that. Yeah, Hillary won, but Hillary won the popular election in a lot of states that didn't matter, and that's where the problem lies.
But where's the problem?
That's
Is the
true.
problem the people or the system at that
The
point?
system, no, the system for sure.
Yeah,
but what I'm
okay.
saying is, like, in those states that people like Florida.
No, I get it. I get your
Like,
point.
If
I definitely
you
get
didn't
your
vote
point.
in Florida and you didn't want Trump, like, that's also part of your
Yeah,
problem.
no,
you know,
that's definitely the problem. That's definitely a problem as well. Like, you should definitely vote. I think everyone should definitely vote. That's just one. But at the same time, that's more, for me, in my opinion,
systematic.
systematic.
Oh
problem
no, for sure.
Than the people, because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, the people did vote, and at the end of the day, the popular vote, when it comes to it, person to person in the whole country, Hillary won it. Hillary won it.
Yeah.
But the electoral college says something else.
Yep.
And that's when the system, to me, is broken.
No, it is. It definitely
Completely
is.
broken.
It worked for when it started, but it's not gonna work now.
So on that bombshell, it's time for us to end. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of LCP. Don't forget to follow us on IG, Los Compadres Pod. We post some clips there and stuff like that. And, if you guys want to get to know us, it'll also link us to our personal Instagrams and stuff if you guys, don't already know us. Thank you very much.
Stay safe. Wash your hands.